an 87-74. There was some general thoughts after this victory. He couldn't have played much better for the first, 17 minutes or so, and got a little hairy in the second half, but pushed it away and won by 13.
Well, Coach Smith's one of the best for a reason. His team's never going to quit. I think you got to know that. Our defense obviously struggled, they in the second half. So Jake missed some layups. I thought the officials were looking for where they were going out to eat. That's how that kind of stuff happens, to be honest with you. I mean, I thought they got real physical with us around the basket. They got away with it, tackled us on some loose balls, bang, bang. Next thing you know, they make a shot. Oh, it's a game. I thought, that's just, I've seen it happen a million times. And they got tremendous speed and quickness. Tremendous. I give Martin, their point guard, Martin, credit. Kid was awesome tonight. 23 points, 11 assists, 1 turnover. Just a tremendous performance by that kid. And obviously, I'm not happy with our defense in the second half. But I think, when a guy plays the way that kid played, as hard as he played, 39 minutes, you got to recognize it as a coach. So I give him a lot of credit.
Something bad to say or incorrect. I personally felt we allowed him to get too close to the basket with the live ball.
Well, I said that earlier. That's the first thing I said. You can't give them too many layups. You can't give up that many layups. But their speed and quickness got them there.
Right.
And we didn't obviously do a good enough job. I thought some guys like I said, I thought the officials were looking for what restaurant they were headed to, and some of our players were as well. And you got to give that team credit. They just kept attacking. They kept attacking. We weren't interested in picking up the loose ball, and we didn't fortify the paint. And I say this on this show all the time. This is great for people to pay attention and love basketball and hear the things I say. We hold teams. Obviously, we're a great defensive team for the most part. We're one of the best defensive teams every year. It's because we don't give up layups. If you give up layups, you're not a good defensive team. People are going to make shots 5 feet and in. 5 feet and in, teams shoot 68%. That's a statistic, a factual statistic in the pros. Every shot taken in an NBA games, 5 feet in, teams shoot 68%. You can't give those up. If you do, you're going to struggle. And then what other thing you're going to do is get fouls. But we weren't even getting that shot. We weren't even fouling for a while. We had 2 fouls with like 7-8 minutes left in the game. So, like I said, I thought our guys rested too much. And really, to be honest with you, I got some of them guys, Gary and Kyle, resting the first half. So they just Kid Martin kept racing that ball at us. And we wanted, I think, let's just be honest, I think some of our guys with the 9-minute mark wanted it to be over. Wanted us to get on and get the post-game meal. So that happens. I will say some things I want to point out. Quadri Moore, I thought was awesome in his 6 minutes of play. He didn't get second half minutes because of some of his teammates blowing the lead. And I was concerned with their, obviously he struggles with quickness off the dribble. So it's hard to get him minutes when they're just blowing by people. But heck, they were blowing by our guards. So, but anyway, I thought he played really well. I was happy with the way he played. Trying to get the bench some positive minutes going forward, and our offensive rebounding continues to improve. That was a difference in the game, to be honest with you. Second chance points.
That's what I was going to ask.
19-3.
Very, very solid.
We've worked hard at it, and we're trying to get more numbers there, Chuck. Now, I will say that I think against a team like that, then it expose when you send more than 2 guys to the glass. It does expose you in transition defensively. Mm-hmm. It exposes you a little bit. So, that being said. At this time of year, you're trying to win and move on, get through every game healthy. We're trying to treat the next 2 weeks as practice for the NCAA tournament. where we're playing Thursday, Sunday. So we got to win 2 to advance. So we won tonight. We're looking at Sunday as a game we got to win to advance in the tournament. And we're going to play a team with a winning record. It's a very good basketball team, especially at home with a 7'6" guy standing in front of the rim. So we'll have our work cut out for us Sunday.
No doubt about that. I thought your kids shot the ball extremely well. I'm going to say the first 16 to 18 minutes of the ball game, you took great shots. You were open. You moved it. Your 3-ball went down for you. When that 3-ball disappeared, it seemed to caution your kids just a little bit, and I didn't think they flowed as smoothly as they did offensively in the second half.
It's not going to when you don't make open shots.
Exactly.
We had some wide open shots. We had a lot of wide open looks, and Jacob missed 2 layups right point blank at the rim that he never misses. Gary missed a couple inside. That happens. Fortunately, that's why you play as well as we did in the first half. We had the lead. You're able to overcome it. I just still focused on the defensive end. I was thinking about offense. We had 19 assists to 6 turnovers. So we continue to share the ball and take care of the ball, and that gives you a chance to win. And it overcomes the defense we played tonight because we don't give a team 20 assists. The teams only average 10 against us. We're one of the best teams in the country with not allowing you to run your offense and assist. We just got real lazy on the defensive end. Nobody was in a passing lane in the second half. And when you allow a team to run their offense and throw the ball A, B to C to get it to the guy they want it to in the D spot, that team gets the comfort zone. And they're going to start playing well against you. And that's what we did. We've got to make sure we understand that you got to play 40 minutes on the defensive end. We just didn't do it tonight, and we let them back in the game. But again, it was a great win. Always trying at this time of year, just trying to get a W and get to the next game.
Last question coming from me. You're up by 19 the first half. Just wanted to address this one to you. Where did you concentrate in front of the kids as to what you wanted the second half?
Defense, and I obviously failed. It was one of my worst halftime talks in history. I talked to him about Jeremiah Martin, Memphis' point guard number 3, is going to speed the ball at us way harder than he did in the first half. And the guy's got tremendous speed. And we better be ready for it. They're not going to quit. Coach Smith is down there challenging their manhood, and they're going to come out and play.
Right.
But, human nature takes over sometimes in coaching. You learn that. It just does.
Great win, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
Absolutely. Congrats on the victory.
Appreciate all our fans coming out tonight.
12,787 in attendance. Cincinnati leading the American Conference.